Yeah, I'm here still working on these Whitley Bombers. They actually look like planes now. You know, some of them are in 12 pieces. So I've been J and B weld, leave it overnight, clean it up, fill it again, leave it overnight, fill it up. And this has been going on for a couple of days now. But I've actually got two planes together, one without wheels, I'm afraid, because I don't have anything. But I might think of something to put on there that looks like them. But that's what I've been working on. This metal fatigue is unbelievable, how it just destroys them. And they just crumble and fall to pieces. But I do have them back together, and I'm quite pleased with that. So I put a tremendous amount of effort in getting these back into one piece. And I'm just cleaning them up now, and then I'll most likely fill them and clean them up again until they really look good. So I'll just keep going. I'll just show you a clip of them so you can have a look at where I'm at. And there you go. So this one has wheels. That wheel won't turn again because it's epoxied in, because it broke down here. Two brakes. This one's broke as well. I don't really worry if they don't turn. I'm just trying to get them back to original as much as I can, to show people what they were like. This one's missing the wheel still, which I'm going to grind that one off. I might put a block on there with the fake wheel, I don't know yet. We'll see. I'm still cleaning them up and epoxying them. As you can see, I'll go in a little closer. There you go, you can see the two there. There's one there, which this way, there we go. There's one, close up. There's the back tail on the underside, and you can see down in here is where I put a tin across to hold these two little wings up. They just keep falling off if you don't. So I had to put a tin across and epoxy that in there. And I did the same on this one. I did both back wings the same day and epoxied them. That was one of the first things I did, because that would hold me up. And here's a plain tip welded on. And here's one with the tin because it was broken too. Needs a bit of smoothing there, but there's a tin piece in here to hold all these breakages up. There's one break here and one break here, and it was too short. You can see where the wing ended, and there's the end of the plane. So nope, it's getting there, and there's another split here, crack here. So tremendous amount of pieces, but hey, try it once anyways. Yeah, so I had the wing, I hit it with the vice grips by accident and knocked the wing off again, which is just disappointing. And over here, I put two wheels on this plane, as you can see. So it's ready to go. So it's two little wheels. I mean, homemade ones. So they're both nearly ready. At least they're all in one piece again. Wait for a little while and see. Yeah, so I've resprayed the Whitley Bombers. I've sprayed the Whitley Bombers grey, so I can see where there's really bad finishing, so it helps you kind of finish it better. Now this one does have the Dinky Toy mark still on it, which is nice, but down here it needs a bit of work. But it's looking pretty good, and this one is a little rougher looking. And underneath here, no Dinky Toy marks because I put those two pieces of tin in here to save it. So I mean, I had to compromise on this one. But I'll keep sand this until they get a little smoother, and then I'll paint them and show you the end results. So I'll just show you a close-up of them sprayed, and you can see maybe the irregularities in it and how it's easier to see them when they're sprayed. I'll leave it dry for most of the day and then sand it a little. That's how I do it anyways. It's not like everybody does it the same. As you can see, this is smoother and has a better result. This one has a little bit of mark still here, and you know, up here there's a mark, like a little bit of swelling. Need a little more sanding there. I have a mark here, but I think it's part of the casting. So anyways, that's the way they look there. And underneath, as you can see, they're looking pretty good. I have a little bit of marks in here on the edge of the wingtip that need to be cleaned up. and there's a cut mark here, I don't know what that is. And these wings need to be cleaned a little bit more, but in fact actually this one, the one that's better done, needs a cleaning here a bit too. But this one has the Meccano still on it, the Dinky Toy Meccano. You can see that there. And this one I had to put tin on both sides to actually bring it back together so it doesn't have the markings, which is a bit sad, but you have to compromise. So there you go, that's where I'm at. So we're getting close now to finishing. Focus there. Yeah, you can see some of the problems. I mean, there's a little hairline cracks still, but I'll leave those to make it keep some authenticity. And on this one here, you can see, let's move it over that way. This wing, there's a little bit of a bump there, needs to go. But the grey paint shows you what you're going to get in finishing of it. And you can file it a bit and do it again till it's ready. Yeah, so I've been working on these Whitley Bombers, the ones that had the metal fatigue. And, you know, I had many times where I felt like giving up. But I did get them back together. And you can pick them up by the wings. How extraordinary. Now, one, you can see the Meccano Dinky Toy underneath still. And the Made in England and everything. But on the second one, because the wings kept snapping off in different places, I had to put a piece of tin out here and a piece of tin out here, so it lost the actual print saying Meccano. But I still saved it, which I'm quite proud of, because it was in 12 pieces most likely. Now you get some little cracks in it still because it is metal fatigue, but it adds to it. And I painted one black underneath, the better one, and it looked, I painted the better one silver, sorry. And I painted the one that was a little rougher black, but the black was too shiny and it made it look very bad. So I actually re-cleaned it again with the Dremel, and I made this one silver. And if I'm going to make one camouflage, it'll be this one. I've sprayed it metal, I've painted it metal for the time being, but it's actually painted with the hand brush at the moment to give it some old feeling. I'm not too sure whether I'll leave that or not, because you know, if you do a spray paint, it looks much more kind of clean. But I kind of like the hand thing because a lot of them were roughly painted, so there you go. I did get the wheels back on this one with epoxying them on. No pins. In the wings, held onto the plane, there's no pins. And on these wheelbases, there's no pins holding them on the plane. They are epoxied on, and they're staying very well with the J&B weld. So that's where I stand. Basically, I've more or less finished except for the decals and a split pin down the center of one. And the other one doesn't have a split pin because it was so fragile I didn't want to make a hole there. And so I've left it out this time. So I most likely won't be doing metal fatigue again for a long time, especially that bad. And because these were free, I wanted to do it. And I will put my little propellers on here. When I finish them off and put the propellers on that, I will just show you a clip of it quickly finished. And if I can get some little stickers on the wings. So there you go. I'll just show you the close-up. And that's basically my metal fatigue job done, which took me a good 2 or 3 weeks. So took a lot of time too. Not for the faint of heart, let's put it that way. So here it is. May need another coat of paint. And as you can see underneath, you can still see, there we go. You can still see the Dinky Toy Whitley Bomber, and you can see the Made in England Limited. See, it's a little rough down here where I had to put the plate in, but I'm quite happy with it. And my epoxied on wheels, and that's the one. And then this one, let's get that right there. This one has the hole in the center still. I was able to save that kind of thing. It had wheels down in here. Now I don't even know which one's the epoxy wheels. So there you go.